Rainwater is naturally acidic because it has dissolved carbon dioxide, and its pH is 5.6, a number that we should remember. Now, what does carbon dioxide do? It's going to react with water, and it's going to produce a acid which is extremely weak, carbonic acid. So it's going to produce H2CO3 aqueous. Now this is a weak acid. What it does is this acid is also going to further dissociate to give you H plus that changes the pH into 5.6 plus HCO3 minus aqueous. Now acid rain, by definition, or acid deposition that you should know, acid rain contains other pollutants such as sulfur and nitrogen, and this pH is actually less than, and you have to write that on your exam, less than 5.6. Now let's look at the pollutants that are in the air that cause acid rain. Sulfur and nitrogen are the two components. Now sulfur dioxide is a natural byproduct of volcanoes. So sulfur reacts with oxygen to give you sulfur dioxide. Also the fossil fuel that contains sulfur, when you burn it, you produce sulfur dioxide. Now in presence of sunlight, this sulfur dioxide is going to turn into sulfur trioxide. So if you have a catalyst or if you have sunlight, this is also possible. Now what happens is sulfur dioxide plus water, the rainwater, produces H2SO3, which is sulfurous acid, a weak acid, and sulfur trioxide plus water produces sulfuric acid, strong acid, and they both change the pH of the rainwater to give pH less than 5.6. So one of the pollutants is sulfur dioxide. The other one is nitrogen. Now nitrogen also has many sources. One of them is lightning. When there is lightning, bacterial functioning, they also produce nitrogen, and combustion engine, your cars also produce that. Now nitrogen that is produced in that process plus oxygen will give you nitrogen monoxide. Then in turn, nitrogen monoxide can react with oxygen to give you 2NO2, nitrogen dioxide gas. Now if you look at NO2, NO2 is going to react with water to give you two acids. One is nitric acid, HNO3, which is strong acid, and then the other one is nitrous, which has one less oxygen, which is a weak acid. And that's how you are going to produce your acid rain, because of nitrogen monoxide. So now let's just see what problems are associated with them that you should remember. One is vegetation. Acid rain leaches out nutrients such as calcium and magnesium. Magnesium is crucial for chlorophyll. The central of every chlorophyll there is magnesium, so definitely will affect our plants. Lakes and rivers will have pH less than 5.6, and that causes the fish to die off. Buildings that are made from marble structures, they erode by acid rain because they are made from calcium carbonate and they react. What can we do to reduce this? One is we can have a design of engines in the car to be improved. Therefore, we reduce nitrogen monoxide and sulfur dioxide, for example, or catalytic converters that we are using. We can improve those. Then we can also go after wind energy, not necessarily fossil fuel. And finally, something that we do quite often is we add calcium oxide or calcium hydroxide to the lakes in order to make them a little bit more basic and reduce their acidity so the fish can survive.